doing it again. But hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, we're back again. Storm here.
Mom here.
Jimmy here.
So we're going to be watching more Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. today. We are on episode 7 of season 3. This one's called Chaos Theory.
Oh,
What's the first thought that goes into your head?
Chaos Theory, Lash.
Yeah, probably. But then I'm thinking maybe, Fitz. There was theory about, going to the planet.
Ah, see, that's good, because I'm so happy I let you talk first, because that was going to be my idea. I wasn't sure. I don't know. We have not seen this. We're blind every time we watch on the channel. And I kind of think theory because he's trying to figure it out, and that's a very scientific thing, right? Chaos. Chaos theory. I don't know. Sure. But Fitz is such a sweetheart. I love him so much. He cares so much about Simmons, and Simmons does care so much about him too, but she found love elsewhere. And she was in a dire situation. She thought she was going to die there. And they found, and honestly, too, they've been through so much together, Simmons and Will, that they just had a good bond that way. Because they say disaster can really bring people together, too, you know? And it was just them, and they were together for a very long time. So in a way, it was just natural, too. And they had good chemistry in that way. So I feel bad for
one another.
He really cares about her. And we're still curious, though, did Fitz actually find a way to save Will? Because he was obsessively looking into who that guy is or was. And Hunter was like, well, if that was me, I would just say screw it and leave him there. I'm like, well, he's still a human, and he's actually a good person, too. And he protected Simmons, which Fitz actually announced. Or he said, he admitted that. He knows that.
Yes.
So he cares.
He helped her survive, and that's how we have her now. Yes, I'm indebted to him.
Yeah,
so
it's a bad situation. It's a hard situation, and I think his theory, maybe this will be the way to bring it back, this chaos theory. Or it's just chaos because Andrew, poor May now knowing. Now that we, the audience, know about Lash, I guess that's his name, right? Lash. That will Andrew actually be that character fully? Because we've only seen a good side of Andrew. He changed into, I guess, an Inhuman. He's a very advanced Inhuman, full on. I mean, we saw Gordon before, like, he can have major changes, but he's, like, full on, major super upgrade kind of change to me. That I thought he would have to do with that other planet or something, and maybe he'd jump the portal.
Could be, because, like, Raina couldn't change back to her person. She had to stay as she was. Here, he can change.
Yeah, he can. That's true, too.
And he's intelligent enough to, manipulate people, where he had that other Inhuman emailing the other Inhumans, so he can track them down.
So my biggest concern is Lash and Andrew the exact same personality? Because once we found out that Andrew... audience finding out that he was Lash, like he turned evil. Like Andrew now had this evil persona, like
he had
like that evil look,
and he had these different
like a full-on
demeanor,
and he blew up that place, that gas station or whatever too. Like he was getting attacked, but to do that and risk lives like that wasn't. I mean, not that we know Andrew very well, but he's a nice guy, so I'm like, that's not normal for him to be like that. So I'm really hoping, and I know it's probably true, that Lash and him are all the same, and this is Andrew's decision making that he has to do because he feels like it's right to kill Inhumans because he's mad that he is one now. So that's my basic first thought, I guess. But
which is weird because he's a psychiatrist for S.H.I.E.L.D. to screen the Inhumans at this time. I'm thinking it happened when he was in Hawaii with May. And that's why he left.
So maybe this actually manipulated his thinking now, where he's just hateful or something. But I don't like it. I like Andrew, and immediately when something like this happens, if they can reverse the effect somehow. But as far as we know, you can't do that, or they're going to have to kill him. And I really hope it doesn't come to that, or put him in jail or something. But poor May,
and hopefully Daisy can help him in some way.
Yeah,
maybe. So. Yeah, I guess he was helping her, and vice versa. Hopefully.
And he didn't kill her.
He didn't. So he does care to a certain extent, unless he's trying to use her to gain something. I don't know, but I think he cares about her.
Right, because she can call him Andrew to screen for Inhumans that she wants. And he's going to know where they are, like he tried to get Lincoln.
Lincoln,
Not good, guys. So, shall we see Andrew,
Yes, we shall see.
Be good. I know you still
see
love
what
May.
Coulson's
Care
up to
for
with-
Sky, or
I
sorry,
know.
Daisy. Care for Daisy.
Are you pointing at me?
Here, Mom. Do you have an itch? Come here.
Oh, that felt good. Thank you.
I love these gloves so much. They're so much fun. So, shall we, ladies, get into this?
Yes, we shall.
I shouldn't do it like this because it looks like he's groping me. Thanos, this is messed up. What's going on?
Oh my goodness.
I also have, we'll see if that stays, but I also have Black Panther with me, and I have Drax. I love these guys, and I have all the Disney Infinity characters, so I wanted to start bringing them out for, because I always do for Star Wars because I have all of them too.
We need
I'm like,
those
I have a
two
lot of
strong
Marvel.
guys to help
They're
us.
so
with
awesome,
this.
yeah. And gosh, Black Panther, and then Drax, I just love his character so much. He's like one of my favorites. I just can't help it. He's totally my favorite Marvel guy. Chaos Theory. It's beautiful there. Hey.
I don't plan on losing you a second time.
Then everything goes to crap because it's darn freaking.
I'm gonna go steady.
The water. Go steady. You gotta start somewhere.
Are we just talking about how we're older?
Yeah. I wouldn't wait for Melinda to call you.
Good advice. Thanks.
It's that book. Yeah, there was something in there.
Oh, that's how we got it.
What?
You got to admit, things are getting out of hand.
I know.
People are changing in uncontrolled environments.
I know, but everyone deserves a chance to be who
How
they are.
different is he now that we know?
Joey Gutierrez is due for reassessment.
I'd be more than happy to check in on him, see how he's progressing.
Couldn't hurt.
I can send you my
Keep
report
an eye
while
on
you're
you.
there.
Thank you for your help on this.
You did the right thing in telling the truth, Gemma. Secrets can eat you up.
God, everything's twisted now. It's like,
Yeah, right?
you too. You need therapy.
She's trying to connect the dots.
Oh, is he gonna kill him? Nay must die.
I can actually create things now.
No!
Oh my god.
Just like that, the poor
Oh,
guy. Oh, he thought it. Oh, I hate it when they do that on
my
shows.
God, I hate that.
Don't put your shirt on for my benefit. Heard about you had a pool party. Here I was worried about you.
At your pool party.
I'm having a nice moment now. It's like, aw.
Oh, yeah.
So, where's the tour begin?
That's actually up to Daisy. She's going to show you around.
Yeah.
Just like the mean stepmom.
It's not the same without you here. Say hi to your parents for me and I'll see you soon.
Aw, he's like, oh, we have all these videos of me. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't know they were going to be hugging on the
Oh,
picture.
that's really.
I thought it was just going to be like him walking on the surface or something.
Whoop.
Now I feel empowered.
Hurry up, May.
I like this guy. Look, he's come
Sounds
so
like
far.
you're going to accept that this is a part of you.
Careful.
Don't.
Daisy's trying to put together a team of soldiers, right?
Don't.
To fight.
Oh.
He's not gonna do it. He's gonna lose control.
Do it now.
Do it.
Take care of them, then go.
I hope May's going to be safe.
Oh, yeah.
Because he might not be himself to be able to kill those people, no problem.
No.
We need to talk.
Lash is in S.H.I.E.L.D. And with your help, I can prove it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
appreciate you showing me around like this.
We built this module to help those.
Not saying a word.
You only
If one
think
strong
the
guy
terrible
could
thing
kill
that's
someone,
done.
he's
I
trying to kill
protect.
someone.
It doesn't matter.
How can you say that?
Because for every Daisy Johnson, there's a Lash.
Oh, shit.
And it's ignorant for you to think otherwise.
The look on his face. It was pure terror.
He said you were a monster.
Don't push it too much.
Happened.
Don't push it. Ooh.
Oh, he's getting put out. Holy crap, he iced her.
Oh, crap.
You must have been so annoyed me following you around all the time.
No,
Oh.
never.
I imagine our dinner sometimes where we'd go, what we'd eat. But I'll still talk to you on my own if that's alright. I'll always be with you, Fitz.
I love you.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh, no. Is that like a
Oh,
gas tank? Or
gosh.
is that propane?
Thank God you're awake. I am so sorry. I didn't want to hurt you. I panicked.
You killed all those people.
He has to learn to control the
How?
Oh,
monster.
shit. No, he gets angry.
When did this... When did...
After Hawaii. Now, Jiang must have rigged it with a Terrigen crystal to keep out anyone who couldn't survive the mist. Lucky me.
Oh, jeez.
It was as if I was compelled. I had to be near them. It was intense. I had this new desire. I had a hunger. I didn't end things with you because I don't love you. I did it to protect you.
New look?
Old look, actually. It's been a while, though.
May I?
I was gonna say, hey, I'm gonna do your time for you.
Yeah, sure. Saved my life.
By chopping off your hand?
Kind of had to be there.
Yeah, you did.
Anyways, yeah.
Does it hurt?
Every day.
That's my dad. Get away.
No.
Sorry, I can't help it.
Dr. Garner? But there's no way. It's not possible.
I didn't want to believe it either.
So you're not
Like,
just saying Andrew has the ledger. You're saying
We need to find them.
Everyone
I
survived.
believe I'm saying this.
Oh my gosh.
Now I'm waiting for
We're
Lincoln.
gonna have to wait.
Whatever you need, I'll let them know.
Andrew,
Yeah.
we're choosing who
Oh,
might die.
boy.
Dozens of us. He won't always be able to shift between monster and man,
He's gonna turn into
Oh,
monster.
say yeah.
becoming inhuman.
And when that transition's complete,
He'll stay Lash.
You went after Lincoln.
That kid has a dark side. You
And why is it your
understand more than
choice to
anyone.
kill?
Look at what happened in Bahrain.
What?
He looks sick.
You would never say that.
No, Melinda, I know exactly what I'm saying.
uh-oh.
We're the same. That's why I need your help.
I never wanted to hurt that girl.
I know.
He's like a super weapon to kill the other
Yeah.
weapons, kind of thing, with the failsafe.
Mhm.
I've lost myself.
I'd be so freaked out. Like
Me too.
May.
It's gotten more complicated, hasn't it?
he's fighting this rage.
No.
sorry to interrupt. Still waiting on Joey's reassessment.
Bill?
Everyone's
Oh
there.
my gosh, be careful.
This is gonna be.
Remember,
I
this is
don't
Coulson's
know.
up.
Sorry, guys. I don't know you guys, so that's okay. But Lincoln, Mac.
Oh.
Hands.
I'm simply trying to sort the good from the bad. You gave me this job.
It's a pretty poor interpretation of a therapist. Look around you.
I'm doing you a favor.
I don't like this.
He's insane.
it's not true. He's just sick.
He's gonna defend himself.
He's gonna be irrational.
See, now he's getting mad too. Here he comes.
Whoa.
I'm so upset right now. I don't want Andrew to go, but I don't want Lincoln to go.
Oh, here he goes.
You gotta get him out of here now.
Like
Don't
the ATC was
egg
supposed to a cure.
No.
Watch out! Watch
there
out!
he goes.
Oh, to see it.
May's like, oh my god, I just kissed that thing.
Oh,
The cure.
It's from the
he's
east wing of the
chasing
building.
him.
Quickly
Really?
get May out of there.
God.
Oh, I'm so mad.
Our goal is to capture, not kill.
And then
No,
sneak out.
Lincoln, no.
See?
just-
Whoa,
No, no,
God,
no.
Lincoln.
That's
Don't
it.
do
He's
it.
done.
Oh.
He's done.
Oh,
No, 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 no. Oh, good.
Night, night,
Mac.
night. Oh God.
Oh.
He just, no! Don't you
Oh,
freaking
no.
dare!
Jesus.
Coulson, yes, super arm.
Oh.
See, he's so full of rage. Anyone gets in his way, he's gonna end up hurting May.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, May. Oh, I was actually not worried for her. Now I am.
No.
Oh no! Save her.
Oh, she's done.
Good
Oh,
job.
thank God.
Well, see,
Oh,
now
May,
she's gonna
May,
respect
Daisy.
Daisy.
Oh, see?
That's
Oh.
good.
Wow. She was lucky, boy, that Daisy was there.
I didn't know you could do that.
He's got you.
Oh, boy.
I want to get out of the chair.
Yeah, he can run
Oh,
through
my
walls,
gosh, yeah.
man. Get out of there.
Go on.
No.
Oh,
Might as
God.
well.
No.
I've thought about my death enough times. I was never as kind and empathetic as you.
No, and everyone's gonna see her die. Oh, so
That's why it
mad.
was so easy for me to walk
No.
away.
Oh, don't do
Okay,
that.
turn back.
Can we kill him?
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay,
oh,
well,
my God.
how smart.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, is that the other man?
Yeah,
Oh,
of
no,
course,
don't
that's
put
in
it,
that
don't put it.
picture.
We're all thinking
Don't put it.
he has a hog face.
Hawk face.
No.
If we put Andrew in stasis as a human, it'll slow his transformation. If I had the chance to save someone I love, I'd take it.
Would she?
So I do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Oh, I love how she winces Daisy.
Value a drink?
Yeah, I was gonna say coffee.
Coffee. Yeah, coffee, yeah.
So when you said all those things about, I mean, you were tired and dehydrated.
I was as clear-headed then as I've ever been. When I said all those things. What do you think we should do about it?
Make out. Sorry, Will.
Let's just watch the sunrise.
She was about to
Her
change
last
her life
drink.
for the better. I mean, it was good for her,
That's
but
right,
not.
yeah.
See, the freaking book.
Kind of happiness.
Yeah, that's right.
Of course you do.
Hope, hope, hope.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's a crap drink. It doesn't even look
Oh,
real
my
alcohol.
God.
It's a shame about Werner von Strucker. I hope for your sake.
And he, like, trusted you.
I'm gonna cut off the head of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No, it's
Because when
not
I fuck
cool.
Coulson, S.H.I.E.L.D. won't grow back.
I didn't think I could hate Ward even
Mm.
more.
I will bring him to you soon enough.
Wait.
Time is of the essence.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I better go.
Does
I'll
she
be in
just
touch.
have you?
Yeah,
with
oh
him?
no! You.
So soon.
No.
Good.
God, he's too close. This isn't good. No.
Oh, this is not good. Oh, boy.
Holy
Whoa,
cannoli. Never
shame on
thought
her.
I'd see
Yeah.
that.
I'm
Man,
mad.
it's like
Oh.
finally Coulson found someone nice.
I
Yeah,
know.
shut
I
the
was
door.
actually, if that
You know?
didn't happen, I was gonna say, like, you know, we see relationships take place on this show, but Coulson's always like that leader guy that you never see anything personal that way. Like his relationship
right,
has
yeah.
always been Daisy, and he really loves her as a daughter, and that's it. But we never see him like truly connect in a romantic way. And
That's
he's
right.
always had a great friendship with May, and I kind of wanted them to get together. But she has such a great relationship with Andrew until all this crap
No,
happened.
yeah, everything's
What? So
It's
now we
all
have Rosalind
chaos.
now too. It's like you can't trust anyone on this.
Oh
You
my
can't.
gosh, you can't.
It's like once you start rebuilding S.H.I.E.L.D. and you start bringing in these people that you thought you knew again, you just never know. So what, like?
And you
I
know,
don't
now that I
do
think about it, she's had so many aliases.
Yeah.
So it does make
yeah.
sense that she would be part of
I was
Hydra.
in denial right when she was talking to that
gosh.
guy on the phone, and I'm like, well, maybe she's getting tricked, and I'm like, no, she's
Yes,
calm, and yeah,
that's what I thought
That's
of
not true,
initially
for a
yeah.
too.
quick moment, I'm like, okay, maybe she
No.
doesn't fully know denial, and you have to cut the head
Oh,
off the snake.
jeez.
Ward, you suck. I'm sorry.
Boy, he does.
I'm not
That's it.
sorry.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, I'm like, I don't want him to die, but I'm gonna snap my fingers.
rid
And
of
if I could
Ward.
select the people to turn to dust, it would only be him.
Yeah.
I got Rosalind. I don't know.
Oh man,
But
we gotta
Lincoln
get
didn't
Lash.
die, and Andrew didn't die. I really thought at that moment with May talking to him, what did you think was going to happen there when May was approaching Andrew as the monster? What did you think was going to happen?
I didn't think he was gonna lash out at her.
Lash.
Maybe
Did you think he was going to attack her, or do you think he would?
I thought he was
Go
gonna
ahead.
take out Joey until she came. I really did, because I think he was really getting it in his face and really getting steamed up about it. I thought he was gonna lose control. He kept saying about control, and
But in that
Joey
moment
was
when he was
excited that he
confronting May, what did you think was going to happen? Did you think he was going to actually attack her, or do you think
No.
that?
not May,
What about you, Ma?
because he can control.
Yeah, he can control it, but still, no, I don't know, because I thought maybe he might. You can never tell.
Yeah, because he has such like rage
Yeah,
because of this,
he does.
transition, this inhuman that he
Control
is
us sometimes.
becoming. But I knew, and I was trying not to spew it out because I have a habit of just shouting what I think. I try to control myself sometimes, though. And I'm like, May, I'm hoping she'll be okay. And when she was talking to him, and she was all emotional about it, and weakening him in a way because he was starting to turn back to normal, and even right before he started changing back to his human self, I was like, she's gonna kill him. Right when he turns, she's gonna shoot him, because that's the only way. Because when she saw those guards down and looked over and saw the gun, I thought she was gonna have one of those guns all of a sudden and just like shoot him. Not that it matters, but yeah, so I'm like, he's gonna die. She's gonna have to kill him. Like, she killed that freaking girl, which I understand why she had to, and that really destroyed her. So can you imagine if he died there? Like, that would have been the ultimate.
boy, yeah.
I don't know how you come back from that. So I'm glad he did survive, but she didn't know he was gonna. Right before he changed into a human, I was like, yeah, he's gonna get killed by her, and she doesn't want to. But that's
That
the
was a
only
really
option they
smart
have.
move on her part to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
She
I-
had to have him contained.
And going back to Joey, like when he had that image, or we saw that fake thing where he turned into that monster and tried to kill him or took his heart out, I was like, really?
I know.
Like, and I'm so happy that didn't actually happen. But we see that a lot in shows. Not lately, but handful of times now.
Yeah.
Like, I hate
you think it's really happening, and it's not. It's like, come on, guys, don't do that to me.
Yeah, she always loved to do that. It's just like, hey.
But he probably knew that there's going to be a trail to him because Daisy knew he was interviewing him, and
and we needed to see his turmoil, like how he's so conflicted because the Andrew inside of him didn't want to kill people, but then the monster instinctual side of him wanted to take the rage out and say no, they deserve to die. And it was almost like he was, because Inhumans were made by the Kree, right, to be this ultimate weapon originally, and it's almost like he's a failsafe that was selected to be the destroyer of weapons. That's how I kind of took it.
Yeah,
and you guys
they're saying that he slowly is going to become
fully
just
this guy.
Lash, but it seemed in this episode that he was more controlling of his behavior.
Yeah, and you never really know because the powers are so random and so different that how do you really know? I mean, they know a lot of people who go through a change and then they can turn to human, then they don't. So maybe everyone who morphed, and even Gordon, like having that forehead thing, I always call it that, but like maybe he could kind of transition back to his human self somewhat. But it didn't seem like he could, but maybe in some cases. But then you might have changelings and stuff, and I'm just kind of like, why would it have to be permanent? Because it's just so diverse. You just don't know. And they just seem so like, no, it's going to be that way. And it's almost like restricting yourself again, just how Daisy is saying it with the Inhumans that, oh, well, they are people too, and they can learn to control their powers. So if you are like closed-minded to think like, oh, well, there's no way he's going to be able to keep changing back to a human, he's going to just stay one form. You know, you just have to be open-minded because you can't be like, oh, well, they can adapt and learn and be normal. You know, they can learn to control their powers and then be like, no, there's no way he's going to. I mean, again, they have experience of people not going through a transition of like now staying as their true and human self, but I'm hoping he can control it. That's my point.
Yes.
Like he'll prove the odds.
With Rosalind really being a bad
freaking
guy
Hydra.
Yes, my gosh.
It's really. But you know, they're going to find out. They're going to find out somehow. They've got to. And I think Daisy's going to be the clue.
I hope so. And Daisy saving Rosalind too. You know, I was surprised that
I was happy at that moment because I'm like, see, now she's going to really turn around and see.
Darn it, and going the other way.
When Rosalind was getting a tour by Daisy and she's in that like that room, that bulletproof room or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, is she going to lock her in there and be like, haha? Just like mess with her. I'm like, no, because then it gives her the wrong impression. Excuse me, I got a little nervous here.
You got hungry?
I did. I'm really hungry, apparently. This was a very energetic episode. I was so upset. I was accepting, like, I was pouting during this episode where I'm like, okay, Lincoln's gonna die because he's being stupid and he's
I know, Lincoln and Mac. I was fearful for Mac, too.
And I just select people who I think are gonna die, and then the other ones I'm like, they'll be fine until they're not fine. So I'm like, Mac will be fine. I'm like, oh crap, no, now he's in danger. And then I was worried about Rosalind, like, oh god, no, she's gonna die here too. And but I was really worried about Lincoln. I was so mad because I just assumed that Andrew being this ultimate
he's
guy
fired
is gonna
up.
be fine.
Lash is fired up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I kept going back and forth.
He has evil in him.
Yeah.
So I'm glowing. I have the Infinity Stones. Is that a good thing?
Oh my goodness.
No. But man, this was a good episode. This was so intense.
It was chaos, all right.
I'm really worried about Mac overall being being partnership with Daisy with the Inhumans. I really am, because he doesn't have any power. He can't really defend himself.
I mean, he is skilled. I know a lot of people will debate that, but I know what you're saying because it's like a super weapon. Any kind of weapon beyond a gun. It's like you have extra artillery in your favor, so that's hard. And even Rosalind talking about, like seeing Daisy's side. Like, what do you guys think? Like, do you believe more of what Daisy says about the Inhumans, that they can control her powers? Like, would you be fearful of
Daisy is a Pollyanna. She really just thinks the best
I'm not
of
fearful.
people.
Yeah, I'm not fearful of Daisy because I know she tries to. She's very, very nice good person.
And she feels that way of all Inhumans can go on to the, the happier side of their powers and control their powers and use it for good. But Rosalind does have a point where they can be like a Lash.
Yeah.
Who's to say who's good and who's bad, or who what they do in this world is for the good or bad. I mean,
and see, that's what's hard too, because this is an interesting and tough topic, because this is still the huge debate in our world today. With weapons, guns, stuff like that. Like, and here you have this extra power now, where they are walking weapons. It's not even just having a knife in your pocket or having a gun. Like, they can do all kinds of things, and every person is so unique that you'll never understand fully what everyone could do. It's so unpredictable that. And humans can always have the upper hand to a certain extent, and that is scary. So they are walking weapons, and thank God for Daisy, and you only hope there's a lot of people like Daisy who can control their powers over time, and they're compassionate and care about people and will never abuse it. Even being normal, like, people get upset and you might just blow something up, crush something because you get upset.
And Joey, like speaking of, good people, Joey was a good guy. He was
so happy
worker, and he had a very sweet disposition to begin with. And he said to the doc, he said to Andrew, hey, I can build what it takes me normally on a construction crew. It takes weeks or whatever. He said, I can build it in, a few hours now with my power.
Yeah, so that's great that he can do that. I mean, he was so destructive in the beginning, so it was showing us how disastrous it could be, but once you understand, you're calm, and you can work with it, you can really do great things with it. So I love seeing that, and I am more on Daisy's side, where, I want people to be able to be themselves. Like, they had no control over that, and they want to live normally. They want to be able to, as long as they're good and they want to control it and not use it. They shouldn't use it if, I guess, absolutely necessary. But what does that even mean? That can mean a lot of things, because a lot of people think other things are necessary when they're not. But so I am more with Daisy, but I see what Rosalind's saying, because it is scary, especially like, the ratio, I guess, is that every Daisy you're going to have a Lash. Because
but now that she is a bad guy, I'm like,
she sure is.
Yeah, we need the Inhumans now, because
the good ones. So if you guys want to tell us too what you think, because I know that's going to be a big debate too. Do you think Inhumans should just walk around freely if they were real, or do you think that there should be some controls to a certain extent? I think it's great having S.H.I.E.L.D. around. Like, that would be good to actually help them along, like contain them. Let them learn their powers, because people will freak out. Like, your life is changing, and you can't be normal after that. Like, you have to learn how to control it. And a lot of people are going to rebel because people don't like change. A lot don't like to adapt to things, and they just freak out first, and you're going to harm a lot of people that way. So I like how they can be like the middle person to help control them, and then be like, not release them into the wild, but then be like, okay, you're good, and hopefully. But it's still scary. Because it's like everyone having a gun in their pocket and be like, woo, yeah, like, I'm good, I'm in control now. But so it's an interesting topic. So I'm more for Daisy, but Rosalind did have a good point too. Not that I want people to be controlled in that way, because I don't like how she's putting people in boxes, like gel boxes.
Yeah. And if she's
and now Andrew's in her care.
He's going to be in a box.
Now Andrew's in her care. So what kind of? She sounded like she had good purpose, like a genuine way to help people, but. I don't know. They might be keeping these people for
they're gonna work him against, others.
Yeah. Like, he's an ultimate weapon. Wow. So this episode was so good. I know there's like 20-something episodes. Deathlock. I'm like, what happened to Deathlock? It feels like so long ago. He was getting repaired, right? The poor guy. Like, I love him too.
He's in rehab right now.
He's in rehab. Man. Yeah, so really good show, and this was so exciting.
Fitzsimmons.
I love them.
Yes,
I love them.
So cute.
And they handled it very well, because we know they really care for each other a lot. And with them just looking out at the sunset was beautiful, because Simmons did go through something extremely traumatic, and she did fall in love with someone, because yes, they did have relations, but they were also together for a long time in a harsh environment. They did not think they were going to survive, and they had to bond because they were close to each other. They started to trust each other, and
they
naturally they're going to fall in love in that way. Like, they were lucky to find love like that. But when you have something terrible happen to you, you tend to find connections, like better close connections, or they were just a good match to begin with. But either way, I know it's hard for Fitz to understand, but that was nice that he didn't make moves. Like, I'm like, make out! But I know that wasn't appropriate at the time.
I'm surprised she didn't get pregnant too.
Yeah. Oh my God! Can you imagine another thing? Sorry, Will, but no. I don't want that. So, guys, thank you. I know we do read your comments and everything. So, thank you guys for giving us some intel with the shows that we watch, and a few of you have told us about how I look off to the right, and it's just how my setup is. I've tried a few different things in different shows and movies that we do where I move the camera, but this is the best way that it works. If you put me on the left side, most people watching our reactions literally just watch a reaction, so I look, depending on how you see me, but left towards a reaction. So if I change the box that I'm in and position that differently, I'm going to look more off, because I've trialed and errored and did all that. And anyway, this is the best way to go. So I'm trying to look at you guys more. I love Mom and Kim, but then I have to look over here. So I'm going to try to like study the webcam more when I'm talking, so that way it doesn't look so odd with me looking all the way right. But yeah, so good show, guys. Please subscribe. We love you guys. We have 2 to 4 million views every month, which is amazing. And we have 120,000 subscribers. So you guys can help us grow. We did slow down a lot the last few months, actually, and only have like a handful of subscribers, but we still love you guys, absolutely. But help us grow, guys. Woo!
Yes,
because we want to grow.
Yes, please.
So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, please subscribe while I put on my glove in the right hand and my left hand, actually. And we'll see you very soon, as always. Bye, guys. Bye.